Hello, ladies and gentlemen. My name is Kurt. Welcome back to Farlands or Bust. Indeed. Welcome back to Farlands or Bust, indeed. Thank you for being so patient. It's been a while. It's been a while. Because this is episode... Whoa, I thought it was kind of dangerous up here. This is episode, Wolfie, this is episode 690. 690. 690. I'm going to say that a few more times. It's going to be a very nice episode for your Friday, June 1st, 2018. Whoops. As we watch the sunrise in the east, place a boat down, and start sailing west in Minecraft Beta 173, as we've been doing as consistently as we are trying to for the past 7+ years towards those far lands, like I said, and raising money for charity. This time raising money for direct relief charity over at farlandsorbust.com. You can donate. Trying to raise $50,000 this season. Up to $16,042.50. Thank you so much, everybody who continues to donate and continues to ask questions, giving me topics and things to ponder on this journey, this very, very long journey. When we do raise that $50,000 is when we'll press F3 finally to see how far we've walked. The last time we pressed F3 has been well over a year, hasn't it? Year and a half even. We were 3.1 million blocks from spawn, about 25% of the way to the far lands. It's within our reach. Careful, Wolfie, careful, Wolfie, careful, Wolfie. Oh, good, you respawned. Just three more times. What we just did over the past 7 years, we just got to do 3 more times and we'll be there. Piece of cake. Piece of cake. Piece of pig. Oh, you nugget. You silly goose. You actually didn't get too hurt from that, so I think I'll hold on to this for later. Yeah, thank you everybody who, like I said, donates. Following the series, much appreciated. And yeah, like I said, thank you for the patience. This last week, this whole month, let me say, just fell apart, just crumbled like a stale Oreo. Do they get crumbly? No, they get kind of soggy. That's weird. Why do Oreo? They don't get hard. They get like soft when they go past their best by dates. What's up with that? They absorb. They absorb the energy of the ancients? No, they absorb the atmospheric residue, moisture. The cream? The cream! Ah, it's the cream. It's the sugars. The sugars of the cream filling gets osmosisized into the cookie. That makes sense. That makes sense. We're recording this episode, by the way, live, if you're wondering where I'm getting this information. Live on Twitch, as we've done the last few times. So I do have a chat here to kind of help me finish my thoughts and think of things like that. Thanks, chat. But yeah, we're still going. We're getting things done. Trying to keep on keeping on. And like I said, I appreciate your patience. We've also had a little bit of a hiatus in other YouTube series. Kind of missed one or the other of a Wreckfest for Breakfast recording. And then we did Wreckfest for Breakfast during the Mindcrack Spring Marathon, where we raised over $25,000, didn't we? We reached that $25,000 mark during Wreckfest for Breakfast. That worked out good. Thank you everybody who participated in that. That was for Extra Life charity. Of course, kind of a little hors d'oeuvres for the fall Mindcrack Marathon, where we all fly in to a on location, like last year in San Francisco we did, for a 48-hour. Live stream. Ah, Wolfie. So yeah, good stuff. Good stuff indeed. So yeah, we got some stuff done. We got some stuff done, my friends. And you know what else I got done? Finally finished installing the tachometer on the 77 Corolla. Did I mention that in Farlands or Bust? I'm losing track of where I'm telling these stories, to be honest. We got the streams, we got Farlands or Bust, I've got my like Instagram stories and Twitter and stuff. But yeah, I finally finished installing the tachometer. I made it exponentially more difficult on myself as a beginner than it should have been. I could have just flush mounted it. It had all the hardware to do so already. And just, you know, had it sitting there looking blatantly like an aftermarket tachometer. But I decided to buy the tachometer that was the exact size of where the factory clock would have gone, which was an option back in 1977. Cars didn't come with clocks, so there was no clock, but there was a hole for the clock. So I figured, oh, it should just fit perfectly. And I had to make a mount bracket thing out of aluminum. I had to find nuts for the bolts. And then honestly, the electronics part was kind of the easiest. I made it difficult on myself by trying to take a shortcut, and it didn't work, so I had to go back and redo a few things. But yeah, all in all, to finish it off, I used a rubber band to kind of shim it in place because it wasn't lining up perfectly with that clock face space in the dashboard. So I had to kind of shim it in and held it together with a rubber band, but nobody will see it. Except everybody I just posted a picture to on Instagram. Nobody will see it. So I just need to let go. Let go of perfection and embrace the jank, as I've said. Embrace it. Embrace the jank. Accept the crustiness. Become one with the crust. It's like this is people on Twitch are like hearing this for the second time. Sorry, but it's a good looking car. You've seen it. I uploaded a video introducing it. It's a good looking car from 8 feet and more. So it's not like bad or anything like that, but it's never gonna be a show car. It's never gonna be something that shines and shimmers in the sunlight. So I think I need to appropriately scale back my perfectionism and not obviously I'm still doing this to learn, and I've learned this. I've installed a tachometer in an automobile that did not have one and mounted it into the factory dashboard. I still have yet to change oil on a car myself. I mean, you know, or change a tire even. I've never had a flat tire. I've never changed a tire or had to mount a spare tire or anything like that. So we're doing weird things. I'm also like kind of tuning a carburetor. It's fine. It's fine. We do things in order here. Ooh, look at this kind of weird, crazy house. I mean, it's not a house. It's obviously just a hole in the mountain, but the mountain is like perfectly hollowed out. Neat. This would be like a very good pre-made little yurt. A yurt for Kurt. Was that a creeper? Or no, I was just seeing things out of my eyes. Okay, things out of my eyes. You know how it works. The sights don't go into your eyes, they come out of your eyes. When they say reality is a projection, a hologram, your eye is the projector. Right? Yep. No, I don't know. So yeah, that's done. That's up and running. And then I recently also acquired the bumper from... Where did it come from? Philippines? I think the Philippines. thanks in pretty much 100% part to Zcar for pretty much tracking that down and sourcing it, I suppose, helping me get my hands on that. And now I got to find a way to jank perhaps rubber bands, jank together the attach the bumper, the enabler. Yeah, the enabler. He's the enabler on Cone's Discord, Patreon Discord. There's a channel for it was called like Craigslist, where everybody was just sharing either like very good or like obnoxiously weird Craigslist cars. And then it turned into, let's find Kurt a car. And then now I have a 1977 Corolla. But the enabler. Let's go to sleep and continue enabling in the morning. And enableness. I'm going to take damage if I fall from there. I'm going to take damage if I fall from there as well. Anyway. How am I doing? I should chop down this tree, I guess. So yeah, I got the bumper. Now I just got to find a way to attach it. It has a bumper. I got to replace it with the 5-mile-an-hour ugly stick-out bumper. With the sleek, slim European and Asian market bumper. And yeah, we'll go forward with that, and also fix this whole thing where it stops running when it's idling. But otherwise, everything's great. Everything's great. So yeah, that took all of May. Oh man, you know what else? You know what else? We're gonna miss. What? I wasn't even talking about missing anything. We're gonna miss, my friends. We're going to bid farewell at some point. We don't know when. It's been announced. But we've got to bid farewell to YouTube Bread. YouTube Bread is no longer going to be baked in these here ovens. What? No more YouTube Bread. That's right. YouTube announced that YouTube Bread is going to be replaced with YouTube Premium. that doesn't have the same freshly baked ring to it, does it? YouTube Premium is going to replace YouTube Bread, and we don't know anything about it. I think we knew more about YouTube Bread when YouTube Bread was new than we know about what is happening with YouTube Bread and is turning into YouTube Premium. Apparently, with YouTube Premium, you also get YouTube Music, which is being branded and created as a competitor to a streaming music service like Spotify. YouTube Music is also replacing Google Play Music, which is unfortunately the service I've been using for listening to music, streaming music, and my own musical library. Was through the Google Play Music app. And I guess that's going away and going to be replaced with YouTube Music? I don't know. I don't understand. But also, you could buy YouTube Music separately if you don't want YouTube Premium. YouTube Premium, which includes YouTube Music, is going to be $11.99. YouTube Music is going to be $9.99. However, if you have YouTube Bread for the current price of $9.99 and you're already a subscriber, then you get YouTube Premium for $9.99 until they decide to start charging you more. So yeah, everything's just all in order and everything makes sense, right? Right. No. Oh man, they don't communicate anything. Like, I don't know, do I have to go back and look at my YouTube contract for when we had to re-sign contracts or terms of being partners or whatever? When they introduced YouTube Bread, they basically put in verbiage that said, oh, in addition to ad revenue, now you also get YouTube Bread shared revenue, which is some mystery, magical, carbureted distilled vinegar of algorithms that decide how much of a YouTube Red subscription you get whenever they view it. Like, is that going to change now as well? Because now it's not YouTube Red anymore. It's YouTube Premium. I don't know. Nobody's telling us these things. And then, yeah, it's there's no consistency, I feel. This goes for YouTube, Twitch, any online quote unquote social media or service. There's no time to let like things become. It's like the latest whim of whatever project, side project or something, much like Google Plus. Or Google, what was the thing that was before Google Plus that exploded in their faces? The one where like suddenly everybody was able to message everybody else's friends and contacts, which was a super weird thing. Circles? Was it Circles? No, Circles is part of Plus. Like with Google Plus, you can be in some circles. Wave? It was Wave? Was it Wave? It's something weird like that. But yeah, I remember like just trying it out and talking to my sister, and then suddenly one of her coworkers started joining our conversation, and we were like, "Oh Jesus, this is not at all what we wanted. Delete the app, please." It wasn't even an app; it was just a thing. It was like, "Okay, no, I want out now." Oh man. Anyway, it just like they can't commit to anything. Like people, I think, are like used to YouTube Red now. It was horribly marketed, and because of that is very low user base. But I don't know how renaming it and increasing the price of it is going to change by calling it YouTube Premium now. But it seems like they're probably the main focus is, ooh, we got to get in on that streaming music stuff, Spotify, whatnot. And yeah, I do like YouTube Play Music. It reminds me a lot of not YouTube Play Music. Son of a, see, I can't even keep them straight. Google Play Music. It reminds me of Groove Shark. Groove Shark was pretty much just find song, find playlist, find artist, find album, play. Upload your music, and suddenly it's all in your library. Play. Obviously it was kind of not legal, but it was pretty much a similar interface. I haven't ever used Spotify myself, and it's kind of annoying because a lot of services and other people do, and they'll give you like a Spotify link, and I'm like, all right, I'll check this song out. Sorry, you need an account to listen to this, and I'm like, well, I guess I'm never going to listen to this song. Could have been my next jam, and I'll never know it. So yeah, I don't know what, I don't care for Spotify. I also know and have seen that they don't give any money to mostly independent artists who are featured on there. Yet you talk to the independent artists and they're like, well, just keep sharing stuff because that's how we get, customers and fans and things. But I just guess I won't be paid. It's like spec work, which I'm sure is the same case for YouTube music or whatever's going on. I don't know. Anyway, I don't mean to rant. I feel like ranting about YouTube has gone on too long. It doesn't seem like much is coming about of these YouTube creators who somehow have found great success in turning their channels into YouTube is breaking YouTube videos. you know the ones I'm talking about. So I'm not. I find it more funny that I've made a big deal about YouTube Bread, and now YouTube Bread isn't going to be a thing anymore. That's all I wanted to mention. But yeah, I'm confused. We're all confused. Doesn't matter. We're still posting videos. We're still walking the far lands. There's no commercials on these videos anyway. It doesn't matter for me. But I do have a Patreon. Patreon.com/KurtJMac. Nudge, nudge. Wink, wink. So, yeah. Woo! Woo, indeed. Speaking of YouTubers, I just want to mention this. Like, no connection to me whatsoever. But, like, there are very few YouTube channels that I watch that remind me of the golden age, prior to being breadified, the golden age of YouTube. And one of those is definitely Simone Yetch, you know. the queen of crappy robots, I will say, which is not completely the title. She has a it's just like, it's her making the videos. She's like started to get help, and now she's part of like the tested group of creators and channels with Adam Savage and that whole group of makers, I guess you could call them. And like everything she puts on her channel is, she had that whole send Simone to space thing. It just reminds me of that, like, you know, one person is the creator, creating their channel, making their videos, having fun, enjoying what they're doing, not pandering to this crowd or that or whatever. It's just what they're doing is interesting and special. Anyway, Simone pretty much out of the blue discovered that she had a brain tumor. She had like, and it was noticeable in her videos as well. She had like, it just seemed like she had allergies or a cold or something. She had like a swollen eye that wouldn't go away. And like she finally like went to the doctor, and that could be allergies or whatever. Like, it's something I get. I get a swollen eye when I get allergies, and I have little eye drops, little allergy reducing eye drops. But it turns out it wasn't going away, and then she started noticing like pain. So they gave her like a CAT scan. Is that the right thing? And she found out that she has a brain tumor. It's benign or whatever, but it's, I think she said it's like the size of a golf ball or something. Anyway, that was like earlier this month when she posted that video. But she went into surgery yesterday, and the latest update on her Twitter is that the doctor said everything went well, and she was awake long enough to make a dirty joke, and it seems like all is okay. Obviously more to come, but I mean, let's go to sleep, by the way. Let's go to sleep and continue these sentiments. Sentiments. In the morning. And the tumors. What did she name it? Tom? Thomas? Thomas the tumor? I think she did. She named it something. Tim? Tom? Anyway. MRI. Yeah, it was probably an MRI. Brian. Oh, yeah. Brian. Brian the brain tumor. Brian. It's funny because everybody always spells Brian brain and brain Brian. Everybody. Everybody, right? I'm not the only one. But yeah, it's one of those like completely random things, and like, not to say like I'm becoming paranoid or what's the word when you feel like you're always sick or going to get sick? The phobia, agoraphobe. No, that's like people. I know I'm that. Hypochondriac. Yeah, that's the one. Hypochondriac, but it is one of those kind of weird, unseen things that any random healthy person would just end up with. And it's spooky. And she was clearly spooked and freaked out about it all. And her mom and family and friends came in to support her and everything through it all. But I kind of feel it just seems... Why can't we all just get an MRI? Just as part of like your precautionary check. You know, at certain points, you grow up. As a human being, the doctor starts to poke and prod in different places to check for this, that, or the other. Why not throw an MRI in there? Just once, just in case. Let's do it. I'm sure it is. I'm sure 99% of it is because of money and also just availability. You know, most hospitals only maybe have one MRI scanner and, you know, technician available. But it's just one of those, advancements of technology and science brought about by astronomy, no less. Brought about by astronomy. It was an astronomer looking to peer through the clouds of the cosmos who developed the technology that later was adapted for peering beyond the veils of our outer mushy skin. But yeah, that I would like one just to see what my insides look like. That would be interesting. And if they see something weird, then we can take care of it. If not, then no worries. But yeah, I'm sure it's money, availability of the technology. We're a little bit of ways off before the Star Wars, Star Trek future handheld, you know, scanner thing that tells you what all your ailments are, I guess. If that will ever be a thing, who knows? Try scheduling an MRI. Hi! If you're not busy, could I swing by for one of those magnetic resonance imaging situations, please? Is that what it stands for? So yeah, she's it seems it's only been one tweet, but it seems like she's doing fine. There was, you know, they had to like go into her brain, and she was on her Instagram. I think she posted everywhere, but she was saying how the doctor offered to take a picture of her brain, like while it was open to see. That would freak me out. That would give me the heebie-jeebies. But yeah, she was excited about that. But yeah, I mean, there's like risk of getting paralyzed on like the opposite side of your face, or losing sight in that eye, or having some form of brain damage, maybe, if like this, that, or the other. But yeah, all sorts of things. But you know, obviously, all better than having a growing tumor in your brain. But hopefully none of those, and all is well. Because like I said, that's one of those channels that just that feels like there's not much. There's not much I watch on YouTube. No, there's not much I watch on YouTube anymore, my friends. And I don't blame anybody else for having the same feelings. That's one of the channels that I do watch. Indeed. So yeah, wow. Who's got time for questions? Oh, man. Let's see here. Because Fajitas is here in chat, Fajitas asked, do you use Real? Fajitas is a computer person. Like I'm a video games, Fajitas is a computer person. I was wondering if I use real two-factor authentication, not that fake 2-bit backdoor panoramic jibba jabba two-factor authentication, but real two-factor authentication wherever possible. So, and here's some shout-outs for his, I'm sure, personal investments, such as YubiKey or other U2F/FID FIDO hardware tokens. I don't know what that is, just like you had no idea what we were talking about with speedometer cables and car stuff. I don't know why I couldn't think of any car words. Wheels, rubber, shims. I don't know what those are. I'm also very curious why you're asking these questions. Are you trying to hack me? Are you trying to be the hackers? Hack the planet and whatnot? Is that what's going on here? I see it. Trying to get down to my security questions, are you? Seeing what my best friend's middle name in grade school was. Yeah, I know about it. I've seen you on the internet. I know what you're up to. Here. Bamboozled. See? You just got shimmied around. The old 360 no scope. Got it. Oh man, I do what best I can to protect myself and my datas and the Far Lands or Bust world. I got a few questions. People are very concerned about the Far Lands or Bust world. Yes, it is backed up manually every single time before I start recording an episode. Automatically. Every night, mostly, I think. And then into the clouds, off-site cloud backup service. It is gone towards. And I've also, if I like go on vacation, I usually like put it on a thumb drive and just take it with, just in case. Just in case. Tie it to my wrist with a handcuff, like the nuclear football. And then I have a handcuff on me. Wiggly eyebrows. Anyway, children's show. We had a question here. Oh, I don't know that I have time for. Hold on, let me see if there's an easy one. Not really. Yeah, well, that's actually Christopher asked a question. Long-time listener, first-time donor. Back in the day, I saw a video when you played Spin Tires, and your Steam avatar was showing. Oh, embarrassing. Your voice really matched the tattooed guy, and then you saw my Twitch stream and were very disappointed. Really matched the tattooed guy, and I thought for a long time that the avatar was a resemblance of you. So, since it's clearly not, and you're not that cool looking, what is the story behind the avatar? Is that a Terra Forest? I think that's a Terra Forest. Please chat. The tattoo, Kurt J. Mac. Was it a 6 Alona? Because it's a very realistic boy. Essentially, no, my Steam. Look at my Steam. Not this, not stream. Steam. The tattooed guy. I think it's a Terra Forest. Where is that a 6 Alona? Well, it's unknown. It is on DeviantArt. Yeah, anyway, it was, I think it was from a Far Lands or Bust episode where I was just talking about tattoos and the fact that I wanted a sleeve at some point, like space-themed, or like the Golden Records, Voyager Golden Records, space shuttles and space stuff, and an artist who is yet to be confirmed drew that up based on, it's pretty much, it's my YouTube, you know, this guy, non-copyright infringing, suit wearing 3D glasses, light up screwdriver guy with the English accent. Gomeric. Oh, it was Gomeric. It was none of the above. Whoa. Gomeric. I remember Gomeric. Where's Gomeric at? Track them down, Fajitas. You're the hacker. Yeah, Gomeric. Pretty much drew that based on that description of the type of tattoo I wanted. And subconsciously I saw that dude and be like, that's a cool looking dude. I would really like people to think that's what I look like. So I started using it as my avatar. So yeah, Gomeric 85. I remember Gomeric. They did a bunch of Kevlar! Hey. They did a bunch of art back in the day. Did I eat that? Maybe. So yeah, it's pretty much this, and like the full artwork is I'm sitting at a table, drinking coffee, because I'm, you know, at that early time in Far Lands or Bust history, only people knew that I liked Doctor Who, I liked space, I liked coffee, and I wanted sleeve tattoos. So that was kind of what it was based on, and Wolfie is next to me, like, wanting to take my coffee or something, my bacon, maybe I was talking about bacon at some point, something food related. And yeah, that's that entire art. Is by Gomeric85 on DeviantArt. It was just fan art. And yeah, they included all the space stuff in the tattoo and the golden record disc on his shoulder. But yeah, I have 0 tattoos. I would like to get tattoos, but I'm too busy buying and importing Japanese bumpers from the Philippines. But yeah, I would like to get tattoos at some point. Space related, sure. Who was I talking to about this? I forgot who I was talking to this with. But yeah, like maybe even like Juno, the Juno spacecraft. I just made 3 boats instead of beds. I'm smart. I mean, I could use those, but that's not what I intended at the moment. The Juno spacecraft, which would have a double meaning because Juno the dog, obviously. Or even like something remembering Speedy. Like, I like Speedy's shell design, so I could like find a picture of Speedy and have somebody like design just like maybe even just a square or like a circle or just something that recreates Speedy's that shell pattern that she had. Like, I don't want a whole turtle. Maybe I do. I don't know. But just like the shell design for remembering Speedy. And then just like a bunch of random stuff. I gotta embrace the jank, even when it comes to the tattoos. Oh, but thank you everybody for embracing the jank here. The jank is me. FarlandsBus.com. If you want to keep giving, and I hope you want to keep giving to Direct Relief, that'd be much appreciated, getting us closer to that $50,000 goal. And pressing F3, and of course at $25,000, we'll be making the Saturn V rocket. 1-to-1 scale, fully functional, going to the moon. No, the Lego Saturn V rocket. And we'll think of other fun milestones to throw in there along the way. Indeed. Indeed. So yeah, thank you so much for watching, and thank you for the support. My name is Kurt. I will see you next time. Become one with the crust.